What's going on? What's going on, fam? This is Chris with Food for Your Thoughts. I hope you're having a wonderful day. We're back with a new presentation. Today is all about, being an empath, sharing my experiences with you, with some proper expectations and just the role of this empath, right? And again, guys, there's no cookie cutter recipe to life and to, numbers, your life path. It's all about trusting our own intuition, that inner guidance systems, that inner voice, and use these presentations as tools and as guides to further assist you along your life path journey, right? And again, if you look to the left here, be the cause in your life instead of waiting for the effect to happen. Learn to use those 7 hermetic principles daily. You will thank me later. Gladly, right? And you can research the Kabbalion. And again, guys, this is all about whose journey? Not my journey. This is about your journey. All right. This is all about your hero's journey, going from the known to the unknown. And I'm here, pretty much as a guide and sharing my heartfelt lessons with you, and hoping that it will serve you well, that you don't repeat the same lessons that I've been through, and you can level up quicker, if that makes sense, right? Who want to stay in the same classroom for 30 years, right? Nobody want to do that. It's time to graduate, right? So again, you at that call to adventure, right? You've been having some supernatural aid from your spirit guide, angels, whatever you want to call them, threshold guardian. And along your path, because you know what, there's more to life than what they told me. And so now you're going into the unknown realm. You've been getting some help along the way. And I'm here, like one of those virtual mentors, right? I'm sharing, giving you some expectations, and so you can have some direction, right? And so when you meet these challenges, you'll know exactly how to address them. And you're going to make mistakes along your path, but it's all about refine and repeat and making adjustments and not repeating those same mistakes, right? And once you reach the base of your journey, you realize, like, hey, I'm not only just this person that they told me I was, my birth name and stuff like that. I am I'm part of everything. Everything's connected, and you're becoming transformed, and you're gonna be a whole entire different person when you come back, just like me. You can use me as an example, right? We're changing each and every day. The people that are not changing, they stuck in that same class, and you can see the results in their life. Nothing is changing for them. They're not seeing any results. They're saying the same thing over and over again, right? So, and that's the true definition of insanity, right? Doing the same thing over and over again, but you're expecting different results. So, if you want true change in your life, you got to change your routine. And, you create a new habit after about 28 to 30 days, right? But when you hit that 90-day mark, everyone, that's when you really locking into your subconscious mind. You kind of going into autopilot. But that doesn't mean that you stop, right? You continue planting seeds as you go, learning new things, reading new books instead of one book, right? There are millions of books out there. Don't be the master of one book, right? So there's more to life, and you're, tweaking along your way. And that's true growth, ladies and gentlemen, okay? But again, this is all about being an empath, the day in the life of this empath, and just sharing my experiences with you, right? Because we're all connected. I'm just here to remind you of your greatness and your life path and your mission. So if you haven't, researched your life path number, please research that. Go back, after this presentation, look into your life path number, calculate that, figure out what personal year you're in, what month you're in, and see. And as you investigate, you realize, like, hey, I can see the trend here, right? And I'm just keeping it real simple, nothing complicated here, but it's all about you, ladies and gentlemen, okay? But I want to share with you, with this empath thing, these are new children, that are coming into the planet, and you may be one of them as well, but 14 signs that you have this indigo, star seed, crystal, rainbow, right? In you, you have a strong will, you know that you're an old soul. You're a free thinker. You think outside the box. You're very headstrong, nonconformist. You don't, let people tell you things that really don't make sense. You're going to ask those extra questions, right? And you're very passionate about, seeking the truth, right? You're very, perceptive and very intelligent, highly intuitive because you trust that inner voice, right? When everybody else can lie to you on the outside and tell you like the sky is green, but you see it's blue, right? You trust in that voice and you want change in the world, right? Everybody's here to have this experience and really have fun and not being, on lockdown, right? And you're very empathetic and compassionate. You are a change making leader. You're an idealist. You have a loner slash autonomous personality. You're highly creative. You can make something out of nothing, right? Just to keep that brain moving and functioning at its greatest, right? That neuroplasticity, learning new things or reinventing things, right? You have a strong connection with nature, Mother Nature and the animals. You love everything, right? And, just to share a little bit more about this day in the life of an empath, let's talk about it. So there are many names for being an empathetic and being an empath, but most common name for being, for this ability or skill is clairsentience, right? The ability to really sense clearly. Having clairsentience or empathic, or empath skills can be confusing and even at times can be confronting as you may feel overwhelmed by all of these different emotions and they are not yours, right? Now, when you possess an ability such as, clairsentience, it may be often, possesses others such as, you may possess others such as clairvoyance, the ability to see clearly, clairaudience, the ability to hear clearly, claircognizance, right? Um, clear thinking, learning and knowing, and others such as, premonitionary skills, animal communication skills, and or you may have an extremely strong intuition and may even the ability to see, hear, connect, and communicate with your spirit, with the spirits. Some people say ghosts, angels, spirit guides, or some, people that just, you know, um, passed over to the spirit realm, right, to the other side. But at the end of the day, being an empath and other spiritual abilities are, they're gifts to be cherished and used for the highest good of all. I repeat, being empathic and other spiritual abilities, that we possess, these gifts are to be cherished and used for the highest good of all. You don't have the abilities for no reason. You have them to really do the great work, right? And it gives, one the ability to really feel and understand life and others at a deeper level, and as well as expand our own awareness and perception. There are different kinds of, empathic, people or empath, right? Some pick up on physical elements and feel physical aches, pain, symptoms, and ailments. Others feel, others' emotional pain and upheavals, those stressing moments, as well as others, like the joy and happiness. An empath is really able to, feel the emotions or physical state of another person as it was their own. You can see, really put yourself in other people's shoes, right? But empaths feel the need to help others just as strongly as they need to breathe and stay alive on this planet. Many can really sense the atmospheric changes and disturbances. Others can really feel animals, and yet others feel the electromagnet. Let me slow down. Electromagnetism or the electromagnet waves around us, like you can see on the screen here. Okay, forgive me. Now, impacts, and highly sensitive people, they must really shield themselves from negative vibration from others and the environment around them, such as like shopping centers and big crowds. Okay, so remember that. Now, empaths must also ground themselves in order to rebalance themselves. This can be, easily done by, being in contact with nature, right? Spend time with nature, take your shoes off, ground yourself, you can put a blanket on the ground if you want to, just so you can really lay flat on the ground with nature and just really just, relax your mind and meditate, just think, just listen to the sounds. That's what I normally do. I use the sound as a trigger for me to really get into like a meditative, state, if that makes sense, right? But nature is a good, and also you can use crystals. And some people may also use like salt lamps and essential oils too, right? But being empathic also requires the ability to, balance energies. Now, the chakras must remain clear, clean, free flowing in order to function at their optimum. Okay. Now, this can be done during meditation and spiritual healing, as well as via other techniques. Okay. So you can listen to 432 hertz music, 5 to 8. There are other frequencies, but you can also listen to, turn the TV off at night, right? And turn on these frequency, that 432 or the 5 to 8, and let it play while you're sleeping at night. They have affirmation, audio nowadays, but you can really get deep into that subconscious mind, empaths. Okay. But being, empathic makes you a kind of a beacon for those who are really unable, or the ones that are lazy or unwilling to create their own energy. And instead, what they do is, guys, they steal it from other people. Again, being an empath makes you a kind of, you basically stand out. You like a light bulb for those who are really unable or really lazy and unwilling to really create their own energy, because you've been putting your energy into something and you stick out like a sore thumb. And what these people do, instead they steal it from other people, and empaths are most susceptible to this form of attack, as they are highly sensitive spiritual beings, right? And some people are unaware that, that they drain the energy of others, while others are very aware and do it with purpose and for their own gain. Again, guys, I've been there. People who drain, others' energy are those who constantly live with ongoing distressing moments and events, and those who they use fear tactics, really, fear tactics and manipulation, and a need for sympathy in order to attract attention and energy. All right, these people are real. So let me repeat that. People who drain, others' energy are those who constantly live with the ongoing distressing moments and events, and those who use fear and manipulation tactics and a need for sympathy. They will always want you to feel sorry for them in order to attract, drain you up, get some attention for you, because that's energy, that's currency, right? And they are generally very needy people. They always have problems, right? They can't do anything for themselves, it seems like, right? Even think, with ongoing dramas who always lay the blame at someone else's feet versus just taking responsibility instead of, waiting for somebody to save them, right? Or to do everything for them. They are really, these individuals are the drama queens and kings of the world who always need your help, right? But it's up to each individual empath to cut off communication with these people right away and restrict their personal energy and seek protection. Again, it's up to each individual empath to really, even though you built a little relationship with these people and it's hard to see them go, but, they are a distraction. All right. It's time to let people go. All right. If they're not helping you evolve spiritually, emotionally, um, psychologically, right, mentally, you got to let them go. People come into your life for a purpose, and we exchange energy with people. You may be there to learn something from these individuals, and they're there to learn some things from you. And then we leave and go on our merry way and to our next exchange, right? But again, cut off communication with, with these people right away and restrict their, restrict their personal energy and seek protection. And, this is a perfect time to ask your angels or your higher self, your spirit guide or God, to really cut the connection with that, these people or that person. Ask for healing, balance, and strength. Learn to recognize the signs early, guys, and steer clear of these individuals, because they will constantly drain you and use fear and manipulation tactics, to really get in your space or to get your attention. And you'll see it in the comment sections too with fear tactics. But at the end of the day, guys, empath, part of our job as empath or being empathic, is to really raise the energy and vibration rate of our surrounding and others. That's what we're here to do. This can be achieved through prayer, meditation, just sending out healing thoughts, right? Love, light, or just good vibrations. And really helping people, because the universe will line situations up where you can really help people, or they're there to help you if you slow things down and pay attention, be in the present moment. And that's what it's all about, guys. But you're here to change the planet, change yourself, new mindset, right? Old mind, new mind. So when you know better, you do better, right? And at the end of the day, this is your life. Trust your own intuition, your thoughts, your belief, your words, your energy, and your action is always going to equal your results. And at this time, again, guys, keep your money in check, okay? And learn about Coinbase. They will actually, pay you just to learn about cryptocurrency. Okay. So don't slip on that. Also research dollar cost averaging. Okay. Monthly, weekly, daily. You will gladly thank me later, and also look into dividend. But be sure to click the like and subscribe button down below. We'll be back with our next presentation. We'll be talking about spirit guides, okay, guys, and really making that connection with your spirit guide. You're basically yourself. So it's nothing external of you or to you. This is all within you. Everything is within you. Okay, all is mental. Okay. But again, click that like and subscribe button down below. I appreciate you guys so much. Be sure to research your life path number, and your numerology. You will thank me later. It's all about having that consistent daily activity each and every day. As you progress through the process, you have no choice but to get better along your journey, guys. I promise you. And I set it up that way. And the ancestors, help me, my spiritual team, help me to present this to you at this time. Okay. And I appreciate you guys so much. Again, this is Chris with Food for Your Thoughts. Have a wonderful day. We'll be back with our next presentation. Okay. Again, stay grateful, folks, fam. Peace.